This story is titled Breakfast with Jesus, and the memory verse is, "You should do as I have done for you." So, we're going to learn in this lesson that Jesus teaches us that we should do just like he did. And our scenery takes place with the disciples. The disciples decided to go fishing on a beautiful night. They enjoyed fishing because as they were fishing, they were able to talk about one of their favorite things, which was about Jesus. Some of the disciples shared and said, "Oh, I remembered when Jesus met the Samaritan woman." Another disciple said, "I remember when Jesus healed the leper." Another disciple said, "Well, I remember when Jesus resurrected the dead." Another disciple shared, "Well, my favorite one was when we had the Last Supper." Another disciple shared the story of when Jesus healed the children. Another one shared their favorite stories of when Jesus healed and preached in the temple and everywhere he went. So that is how the disciples spend the night, talking about Jesus and remembering all his miracles. So they cast their net and they were fishing as they were talking and enjoying through the night. But as the night wore on, they realized that they hadn't caught any fish. Not only were they tired, but they were also very, very hungry. And so the night wore on, and the disciples became a little bit sad that they were going to have to spend the day without eating, and soon the sun came up and they had caught nothing. Suddenly they heard a voice of a man calling them. That the man said, "Did you catch anything?" And they said, "No, we haven't caught anything." And the man said to them, "Well, cast your net on the other side." And there was something about this man that caused them to obey. And so they did. They cast their net on the other side. And as soon as that happened, their net was filled with fish. It was so heavy that they had a hard time pulling it in. And then suddenly, John and Peter, they said, "Look carefully. That is Jesus." And Peter was so excited that he couldn't wait for the boat to reach the shore. He decided to jump. Peter was so excited that he wanted to swim and go meet the Lord himself as quick as possible. And he was so happy that it was Jesus who was there with him. And so the disciples, when they finally made it, you know what? Jesus had a wonderful meal prepared for all of them. And it was nice and warm and delicious. And the disciples were so thankful because they had spent all night fishing. They hadn't caught anything. And now this wonderful warm meal that Jesus had prepared for them fulfilled not only their tummies, but also they were so happy that they were able to see Jesus and spend another moment. In this lesson, Jesus teaches us that we need to serve others just like he served.